going on, guys? Paralyzed here. And look, Facecam with an overlay thingy. It actually works now, which is absolutely freaking great. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this and having the webcam on streams, etc. where I'm doing class setups or anything like that. Anyway, as you guys can see, the gun is the USR, and I should realise I should be pointing in that direction, though my TV is in this direction, and that's what I'm reading it off. Well, anyways, guys, the USR is one of the first sniper rifles you unlock in Call of Duty Ghost, and compared to the other sniper rifles, which I'll show you now, because you guys may not know about this, and if you do, then congratulations, because you've been using the right sniper rifle. Right, if I go to sniper rifles, look at the mobility for the USR. Now, as you'll notice, all the other sniper rifles have a lower mobility. So this is one of the most mobile sniper rifles that you can use in Call of Duty Ghost without adding any attachments. Well, what does this mean? It means when you're aiming down the scope or running around, you are able to move more quickly and more freely. Now, I've chosen to use a thermal scope on this weapon. As you guys all know, thermal scopes are really great on this game because it helps you pick out targets. And I wouldn't say they were quite as good as Black Ops 2, but the thermal scopes on this game are pretty useful. And considering how big these maps are, then a thermal scope can quite often be necessary. Now, as you can see, the second attachment is a silencer. What I will tell you about silencers is that they reduce your range by 25%, but don't let that put you off because it does not reduce your damage in any way. Ignore what the statistic says. It does not reduce your damage, it just reduces the range. And I don't notice it being that significant on the USR. Some of you guys might, some of you guys might not, but I still manage to get one-shot kills quite often, as long as I hit them above the waist. Sometimes if I'm on the waistline, the hitboxes can be a little bit dodgy, but that's more game mechanics than it is anything related to the weapon. Now, as you can see on this class, I actually have a secondary, which is the 44 Magnum, which is one of the later pistols you unlock, and I believe it costs 7 or 8 points to unlock on this game. Actually, no, that's a lie. I believe it costs 6, and obviously I am using the attachment to have a Kimbo or dual wield if you've already started playing Call of Duty from Black Ops 2. Now, the great thing about dual wield is it says it reduces accuracy. It doesn't. What it means is that you can't aim down the sights. But if you are using these weapons, aiming down the sights anyway wouldn't make much of a difference. You're actually better using dual wield, aka a Kimbo, and it does really increase your damage, and you can get quite a lot of one-shot kills. And obviously it increases the fire rate because you're firing 2 guns at once. Now, what I will say about this is there is a reason why I've picked these as secondaries. Not so much for the fact that I'm using a sniper rifle for close range engagements, which they really do help and you can get close kills, but also for the fact that when running, if you only have a sniper rifle and no secondary, if you need to get somewhere quickly, then it can be a bit of a hindrance. So what I recommend is running a secondary simply so you have that freedom to move faster and run for a little bit longer and get to places. If you're playing Domination or playing S&D, then you don't want to be hanging back and losing 1-2 seconds, because then 1-2 seconds can get you into a position where you can get a kill. So anyways, that's enough of the secondaries. I'm going to talk you through the perks. Now, as you can see, again, I am using Ready Up, which is necessary if you're sniping, you want to fire straight away. And if you're using a Kimbo pistols, you want to be able to fire straight away if you've been sprinting for a while or whatever. Now, obviously, I use Agility to take more advantage of the movement speed that the USR has. So when I'm running to places, I can move freely, quickly, and it's just a lot easier. And the same goes for akimbo weapons. Now, obviously, I'm using steady aim. This is because I'm using the Magnum, and steady aim really does help me get them one-shot kills. And I am using off the grid. Now, if you are a sniper and you have a good spot, or you're trapped behind the enemy spawns if the spawns are flipped, and you don't want to be noticed by radar pings, you don't want to be noticed by satcoms. Otherwise you'll have all the enemies converging upon your position, and that is not what you want when you're playing. So I run off the grid to stop that, so I can stay in the position or stay out of the way of the enemies when I know there's too many for me to take on my own. And as you can see, my final perk is focus, and I'm use focus obviously because I'm sniping, I don't want it to sway as much, and reduced flinch is always important when you're sniping, and it helps with your akimbo weapons too. Now I will talk about this, I use support packages, because if you're sniping there will be times where you get killed a lot, or your team isn't good, or you're not being defended, or you got a quick scope someone and you miss and it backfires. So I use support so I can still get score streaks, still get kill streaks, and still help my team out. And as you can see, I'm using Satcom Ammo Crate Oracle. There's nothing special there, except I'd say use the Oracle, guys. It does help teammates out quite a bit. Plus also always look out for, I'll show you guys now, operations, because there is stuff like sharing is caring, calling 75 ammo crates. Now that's why I'm running support mainly at the moment, because it really works. And then obviously kill 350 enemies while using agility. So do watch out for these things, guys, because sometimes the perks you use can tie into what you need. And this class really does tie into what I need, and overall I think it's a good class. Anyways guys, that's enough of me talking. I'll let you watch some gameplay of me using the weapon. And as always, like, comment, share and subscribe. I've been Paralysed. Thanks for watching, and peace out. Whoa, that was quite a few more than I was expecting. Where the hell's he hiding? Really? Weird. Never mind. At least I'm not a complete arsehole. The second one. Let's go, let's go. Hence why I'm third. Well, actually, now I'm second. Well, if you don't believe me, look at the leaderboard. It's right up there in front of you. I'm at top of the leaderboard with 16 deaths. I'm going 11 for 7.